Good day, my friends, and welcome back once again to Brotherhood of the Bat Collectibles. My name's Chris, and I'm the Batman statue collector right here on YouTube. And I wanted to talk about something kind of fun today. And the question that I asked, and I did this in our YouTube discussion tab. So if you've ever checked out the discussion tab, we have great conversation. It's a great place to interact with fellow collectors. We do photos, we do polls, and everything like that. And so if you haven't checked it out, do yourself a favor. It's a lot of fun on the discussion tab. But anyway, I recently did a poll, I think it was last week, because I was just thinking about, like, in the past, we would have kind of a consensus that a certain scale was everybody's favorite, because a lot of times the price point was really good back then. You could get a lot of these things, you could fit them in your collection, whatever. But a lot has changed since then. We're in 2023. Prices are a lot. Space is less, or whatever. It's like inflation and shipping. We talk about it all the time here on the channel, but I was curious as to what your favorite scale is in 2023. And so that's exactly what I asked. I put it in the discussion tab, and over 1,000 of you, thank you so very much, over 1,000 of you voted, which I think is a pretty good sample size. I would have maybe liked a few more people, but I feel like 1,000 people, over 1,000 people, is a pretty darn good sampling of the community and what you collect in 2023. And so I have the data here. I thought it'd be kind of fun to kind of go over them with you really quickly. And so let's do it. So coming in at number 5, I'm not too surprised. It with 3% of the vote, so not very much of the vote, but 1-to-1 scale. Now, if you're new to collecting, 1-to-1 means that it's life size. Usually that is a life size figure, like a full giant size statue, like a 6-foot plus statue, or a life size bust. Usually these are made of silicone. 1-to-1 scale, I'm not too shocked by this 3% because of the price point. The busts themselves usually are $4,000 to $5,000. You're talking over $10,000 usually for a full life-size bust or figure, excuse me. Not the average collector's not going to spend that much, and also it takes up a lot of room for these things. So I'm not surprised that the busts are the lowest one here. Okay, 3% of the vote. Not surprised at all. Then we move on to fourth place. Fourth place had 4% of the vote. Okay, I'm actually surprised this is not a little bit higher, but 1/10. So 1/10 scale. So again, if you take a full person and you shrink them down 10 times, that is 1/10 scale. Okay, a company like Iron Studios is a great example that make 1/10 scale figures. Great pieces of art. They're more affordable. They take up a lot less room. So I'm actually surprised that this number isn't a little bit higher. I thought maybe 5, 6, 7% would be accurate here. But only 4% of the vote, over 1,000 people polled again at 1/10 scale. Now I wonder though, as prices continue to go up, if this number will go up as well, because maybe people will be able to afford these more than they will the upper scales, because generally the upper scales are a little bit more popular. Okay, or at least the ones right in the middle, that sweet spot. Okay, so fourth place with 4%, 1/10 scale. Okay, again, great pieces, but sorry, I just got an email. But anyway, it's a great scale, great price point, but it's just not quite there in terms of popularity. Okay, let's move on to number 3, third place. This one kind of kills me a little bit, guys. It kills me because it's my favorite scale. 1/3, 23% of the vote. 23% of the vote got 1/3 scale. Now, again, that kills me because that's my all-time favorite scale. I love it. There is something about 1/3 that just has a wow factor. I have had people message me saying, hey, Chris, I finally got a 1/3 scale, and I get what you mean now. There's just that wow factor, that presence. It is by far my favorite scale. However, I see this number dropping. I see it going down because less companies are going to be doing 1/3. Companies like Prime One has said that they're scaling back a little bit. Although like Legendary Beasts, they're firing up, doing a whole bunch of Batman stuff. So I'm excited about that. There's still going to be companies that do 1/3, but I feel like it's going to be less. The problem with 1/3, usually 2 giant boxes. The bases are stupid big. The shipping costs are stupid. It's just ridiculous right now. The prices, all of it. I'm addicted. I'm addicted. I'm going to admit it. I'm addicted to 1/3 scale, and so I try to make it work wherever I can. But I could see 23%. I could see that's still healthy, but I could see why it's not as popular because it does take up a lot of room. Giant boxes, storage, cost, shipping. Check, 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 check. All these negatives, right? I still love them. I love them. Anyway, that was third place. Let's go into fourth place. Okay, fourth place here, 24%. So not much more, but 24% of the vote won 6 scale. Now, I wasn't specific in asking this. I just said, what is your favorite scale of 2023? And so it could be hot toys, it could be figures, it could be statues. So I can see why this one is a more popular category. More affordable, easy to display, doesn't take up a lot of room. A lot of companies like Tweeterhead or Hot Toys or other companies that make 6 scale, they do a phenomenal job. There's usually a lot of them out there, like a lot of different variety and whatnot. And so, yes, I can see exactly why this would be a popular scale for sure. Okay. Which gives us to number 1. And clearly, it's not going to be half scale. Half scale didn't even make the list. But 46%. So 46% of you out there, over 1,000 people that voted, won 4 scale. It still is the dominant, most popular scale to collect in 2023 going into 2024. I think that most companies have been able to keep the price point decent. The quality is really great. It has a really wow factor in your collection. Again, like when I compare a quarter scale to a third, I still prefer third because I feel like it has a bigger wow factor. However, I still love quarter scale. I think quarter scale is phenomenal. A lot of times they're more dynamic. You can get away with being more dynamic. They still have a lot of presence. They don't take up as much room as some of the bigger scale stuff. And so, and a lot of people already have that quarter scale collection. They already have that core collection, so that's what they continue to collect. That's what they continue to like. Now, I have some collectors. I'm going to give a shout out to Eric B from All Things Art. He was a quarter scale collector, and he went all 1/3. Because sometimes when you go 1/3, you don't go backwards. So some of you out there that are only quarter scale collectors, if you ever got a third scale, you might change your mind. But quarter scales continue to be fairly affordable options. So anyway, again, here's all the results right here. I'll plug it in right here on the channel. Again, thank you to the 1,000 people that voted, over 1,000 people, and I really enjoy doing these type of polls. It's a good talking points, and it's just a good to kind of dip our toe in to see kind of where we are in the collecting world. And it's all thanks to you. So thank you guys for the data. Thank you for the information. It's really good stuff, right? It's really fun to see. So anyway, thank you guys so very much for checking out the video today. Again, I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any other video ideas that you would like to see me tackle, video ideas, or maybe new polls that you would like me to do on the channel because you're curious how the results would turn out. Leave those comments down in the comments down below. All right. So anyway, thank you guys very, very much. I'm going to head inside now and do my evening stuff. But hope you had a great rest of your day. And thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the back cave. Like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, everybody. Oh, yeah. Continue to be good to yourself and to each other. Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these 2 awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.